Infinite Void Pure Data Tutorial by Infinite Void.
So in this video, we'll end up making a simple sequencer and introducing new objects into topics. For example, the float object, the modulus object, and the select object. Let's start off with introducing float object, which can be written in two ways, either float or f. Float stores a numerical value. In this example, we have not included an initial argument, therefore it will automatically be initialized with the number 0. Float stores a number that is initialized with the number 0 unless we give it an initial argument. In this instance, we have not set an initial argument, but in a later example, we will. Floats are used for various things such as math calculations, controlling parameters, and sending numerical values between objects. I've mostly seen floats being used in pure data commonly for creating sequences, which we will be doing in this video. So when I click on bang, you'll see that the output in the number atom box generates 0. It outputs the stored number when bang is triggered, as currently the initial argument is nothing. So it will populate with the values of 0. What you just saw is that the float object stores a number that gets passed, and it passes out that number also. In this example, the number passed was 0 since we didn't initialize an argument. So now let's duplicate these floats and move it below. Let's now add an initial argument to the float. The float on the left side, I'll add the value of 26, and the float on the right side, I'll add a value of 6. When we trigger bang, you'll see the initial argument get passed into the number atom box. And in this instance, the number atom box on the left side spits out 26, and the number on the atom box on the right side spits out the number 6. I hope floats are starting to make sense. Let's now move on to creating the simple sequencer. Let's add a toggle, then a metro of 500, and then add a bang below it to show that it is being triggered every 500 milliseconds. Now let's create an increment of 1. So basically, in simple terms, adding 1 to the value of the float. So in this instance, you'll see that the float object is continuously adding 1 every time when the metro remains turned on. Let's introduce you to a new object called the modulus, which is written with the % symbol. A modulus is a number by which two given numbers can be divided and produce the same remainder. You'll understand this by me running the metro. As you can see, the numerical value loops or cycles is cycling through 0 to 3 repeatedly. The modulus helps with creating timing or repeating patterns in programming. Basically, what we see here is that it counts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and again, 0, 1, 2, 3. So to repeat myself, it is cycling through 0, 2, 3 repeatedly. Now let's add another select object, which we can write in two different ways, either select or cell. Let's add 4 bangs below the select object and connect them to each output in the select, like this. Now below the bangs, let's add the number atom box and connect it to the OSC tilde object. So these number boxes connecting to the output of the OSC tilde object are what provides the different wave frequency sounds. To do this, we give each number an atom box and a different value so that different sounds can be generated using the oscillator. Below OSC tilde, add the DAC tilde object so that we can convert the OSC tilde object into an audio output, which then creates these generative sounds. So I'm going to add some values into these number boxes so that when it gets banged, it generates a different wave frequency. Now let's activate the metro object by turning on the toggle. As you can see, what we have now built is this really simple sequencer in puredata. So congratulations, you have now built a really simple sequencer. I hope you had a lot of fun. I sure did. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!
As previously mentioned in another video, I have a digital online book on the software puredata. You can find the link to the website below in the description box. This book is updated on the go. The update will be made when a puredata tutorial video is published onto my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!